Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more My Hero Academia, you guys. I cannot wait to see where they are going with all of this. Last week's episode was nuts. So if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I am sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. All right, guys. So a lot of you have pointed out, like, oh, I'm so glad that you didn't get spoiled on what was going to happen in last week's episode because it's such a big reveal. And I gotta say, guys, I had like zero clue. I knew that they were starting to scratch the surface of the mysteries of One for All. But to be honest, I kind of figured that we weren't going to get to anything in this arc. I figured this was like, you know, a very cool, fun, let's catch you up on where everyone's at, sort of like tournament style arc. And they dropped the breadcrumbs of like the stuff they were going to be dealing with, and that we probably get to that like a little bit later in the season. And we'd kind of like slowly unravel it over time, maybe a hint here and there. Wow, guys. they just they kind of came out of nowhere, which is the absolute best possible way to do it. And just dropped a ton of One for All on us. It was epic. So yeah, so I knew that Izuku's match was going to be really good. But when he first started like malfunctioning, I didn't know what to think because they had just showed All for One. And I honestly had no idea kind of what to make of it. And when we kind of went to the One for All place and started having that interaction, it was so much more than I was expecting. It was great. I don't know if they said the name of the individual that he met with when he was there. I don't think that they did. They may have. You guys know how I am with names. But I absolutely love the quirk, and I love the idea that, you know, they had said earlier in the season that One for All it's not a cult, but it is sort of like this larger than life kind of concept. I absolutely get why now, because we are directly tapping into the other users. Like, in a way, you can almost live forever through that power of One for All. Your spirit is in there. It honestly, it reminds me a little bit of another anime. I won't get into it because it comes so much later in the series. It would be a huge spoiler, and I would never do that to you guys. But if you know, you know. You probably know what I'm referring to. But it's really interesting to think that that is one quirk, and that over time he's going to be manifesting other quirks from the other users. So for a kid with no quirk, he's doing awfully well for himself right now. But much like anything, you know, now it kind of feels like we're not starting from scratch, but we're certainly kind of going back to the drawing board in a way with learning how to master all of this all over again. He had just gotten to the point where he could hold his own, like using the powers of One for All, asterisk, the ones that we knew about so far. And now he kind of has to like almost sort of relearn how to like, through this next step of, you know, inheriting all of these quirks, learning how to master that and everything as well. And they talked a little bit about it, how, you know, you have to be really careful with your emotions. I don't have a lot. I think Izuku's going to be fine. Like, you know, he's not really an angry boy. I wouldn't really. Now, if Bakugo had this, just kidding. But yeah, so it'll be really interesting to see where that all goes. They did show us All for One, which is just like a really great, ominous scene, and You just know that that's all going somewhere not good. I mean, good for the story, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So the match goes on, guys. As some of you have pointed out, this is kind of Aizawa's brand of tough love with the students. I'm not going to sit here and say it's unfounded because, quite honestly, like, this could have happened to Izuku in the middle of an actual villain fight, and he would have to. He's not just going to be able to be like, "Time out, guys! Time out, villains! I'm having a moment with my one for all." You know, he's just going to have to roll with it. So it makes a degree of sense, I will say, to keep the match going as long as he seems to be back in control now and everything. So I am just dying to see what is going to happen next. I don't know how many parts this battle is going to be. Typically they're 2-parters, or maybe like Bakugo was like, nah, 10 minutes, guys, tops. But I don't know, maybe they'll stretch this one out longer depending on how this goes. So what do you say? We go ahead, we figure it out, we jump in and get started on the next episode of My Hero. Let's go. That's an understatement. Strange. That's one way to put it. Okay, so he's not saying like whatever. He's saying let's see. Yeah, like he could see it in their eyes. Look at Shinso's like into it. Yeah, they all rushed in like they're devoted to getting this done. Thank you? Aw, Isawa. He's like, I don't want to take this away from them. Oh my god. No. Oh, what's your... He's already got a plan. Look at this child. Nice! What? That's crazy. No. Oh. Look at him using those so effectively. Okay, there we go. There we go. I was gonna say he's just surprised me so much, but he's like crying. Oh, Mineta's still Mineta, you know what I mean? Oh! Ah! No! Stop! No! No! He did not! Oh my god, that's so bad! That's so bad! Don't do... Oh! Oh no! Oh! He's... Oh my god, he could legit die. He could legit die. What? It's a bluff. What the heck? Yeah, he has, yeah. Shinso's got a mentor. Oh. I mean, he's blunt, but also he's there, and he's helping, and he cares, and he's right. Like, Shinso's got a mentor in this. That's what he means by I've got to do this on my own. I'm so torn because I'm just so like proud of them both, to be honest. Yeah, you're not alone. You're not alone. I could see that, yeah. Is he... He's using it. He's using... He's using it, you guys. He's doing it. He's using it. He is controlling it. I'm about to break down because oh my god, he's sweating it out. He's sweating it out. He is using it. No. He knows where it comes from now, and he looked into the eyes. Yes, he looked into the eyes of that person. You can do this. You're not alone. You can do this. Oh my god, I remember those days. You can't. Yeah. He can tell. Oh, that's what he... It wasn't, but... Uh-oh. What just happened? He's gone. Right. Right. Okay. He needs to... yeah, the 20%. He's not quite ready, maybe? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so we're not quite there. We're not quite there. Okay. That's probably a good idea. Oh. You also gotta know when to... Oh. Okay, I was gonna say you gotta know when to retreat, but he's not retreating. No way. Nice. She's timing it. Oh no, you're kidding! Is he... He might be bluffing. He might be bluffing. Yeah, she is. Izuku's not the only one who strategizes here. What is... Unless... Oh no, he increased it, didn't he? Oh no. Or is he bluffing though? Oh. So in other words... oh. Yeah, okay, so he asked her not to come back to him, to go to the others. Oh. No! Oh! Oh my god, no! Izuku! He's not out yet. No way. He's not out. Yes. Take that with... Oh! Trust him. Trust in him. Believe in him. Oh my god. Look at him go. Holy cow. Oh, there it goes. And he is different, but so is Izuku. Exactly. They have all grown. They're going beyond, all right. Every single one of them. This is plus ultra. It is. He's like, this is where I belong. This is where I want to be. Way to go, my friends. So proud of you. I don't know if yeah, he was aware. Uh, oh. Yep, yeah, the honest answer is don't know. Took it to another level. My baby. And Shinso. Shinso helped. Heck yeah. You think she's gonna let anything happen to her? I was just gonna say she's gonna get teased. Blush. Oh, honey. You did the right thing, sweetheart. You did the right thing. It's... Yeah, for sure. For sure. Just because you're acting with your heart doesn't mean you're being irrational. Oh, he's being honest about it. Listen to this music, though. Oh, shoot! Oh. Right. Absolutely. Honey, you're a teenage boy. You have time. I'm sure he will. I have no doubt. I have no doubt. Oh my god, the music. Don't you get me going. Don't you get me going with that song. Plus Ultra. He learned the true meaning of Plus Ultra today. Way to go, Class 1A. I'm so proud. I think Class 1B absolutely held their own and in so many ways. This is one of those losses that, like, kind of to use some wrestling terms, sometimes there's a match that's just so good that even when, like, the person who loses, they have done such an amazing job that it doesn't feel like they lost. So I think Class 1B did a really, really, really great job. Both teams, both classes have just really been working so hard on their skills, and it absolutely shows. And I think that Shinso was really able to see firsthand what that go beyond really means. And I have no doubt that he's going to go Plus Ultra himself. I absolutely think that he belongs in the hero course. And as much as, like, when he was getting defeated, he was thinking, like, wow, I've come a long way, but everyone else just keeps on coming a long way and doesn't stop. And you saw that smile, and I think he realized, like, this is what I want. This is where I belong. This is how I want to keep pushing myself and striving to be better. Interesting that he and, I hope I'm saying his name right, Monoma, kind of share that having, like, what's seen as kind of a negative, almost like a villainish quirk. And I'm glad that we got to know him a little bit better in this too. All right. I was so proud of Izuku in this. And honestly, I think, like, now that we're on the other side of it, I can say I think Aizawa absolutely made the right decision. And I love that, there is a practical aspect of, if you're really testing them to see, like, how they would do in a villain battle, things like this are going to happen in a villain battle. So, I mean, there is the practical side of it, but I love that, like, a lot of it, for all the, like, kind of coolness or bluntness or whatever that he kind of gives off, he wouldn't want to take it away from them, They're all so determined, and they've worked so hard to be here, and they're working so hard to stay in it. Everyone rushing to their teammates' aid, in that moment, and just, like, thinking so fast. Like, he would not take that away from them. I absolutely love that. Izuku having to drop down to, like, the 8% to get through the rest of it, I think was a really good idea. And he still was like, oh man, he still was just up in there like a boss, though. And I love the way they all work together, too. Like, he was able to use the Black Whip for just like a few seconds with the help of the floating and everything. But so now we know, because of the fact that when those quirks become a part of sort of the bigger, grander One for All power, they are almost kind of like multiplied. I don't know if that's the right word to use. They're more powerful than they were with the original person. We're not going to be seeing that immediately. Like, that's not just like, okay, that's in the repertoire now, and he's going to be using that. Like, nah, he can't do all that just at 20%. He's going to have to, that's going to be something that comes with time. But I absolutely believe he can do it. Oh my goodness. I don't know how long it'll take, but I'm sure that will be the next goal. Okay. So the people around Izuku now must really be getting some questions about, like, what exactly is going on with this quirk? And when they asked at the end, and everyone was just kind of like, yeah, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know how long they're going to be able to keep this under wraps. I mean, I guess though, maybe. I mean, nobody knows any, except for Bakugo, knows any specific details. So, it could just be like a really unruly quirk, But man, like, if I was one of those students, I'd be like, huh, interesting quirk you got there. So, yeah, so that's going to get to be more of a thing, I feel like. I love how everyone worked together. I love how Uraraka, we had her doing the blush at the end because she, she had to stop him, and she just, that involved reasonably, logically, just hugging him super hard. She can't, hero's gotta do what a hero's gotta do. I love the teasing, though, and I love her reaction to it. But, I was proud of her as well because in that moment, she really wanted to rush to Izuku's aid. And we heard her say how, like, she rushed in too fast the first time, which, I don't know. I think she did the right thing. I think it definitely helped. She was able to get up in there and at least direct Shinso to be able to help break Izuku out of it. But, we saw her really have to choose between, do I work with him and do what we agreed upon as a team? Or do I kind of let my heart and my feelings sort of rush to him? And I gotta say, I was proud of her. I think she did the right thing. And honestly, they were just all really, I was proud of even like Mineta just being able to use, when we first saw Mineta with the little great ball quirk, it's so easy to write off some of these quirks as like, how could you? But no, I mean, that is how far they've come, that they have learned how to like really strategically use these really effectively. So I was proud of him too, right up until his little, he's still Mineta. He's still Mineta. Friggin' Mineta. Oh God, Nishida as well was really, they all did great. They all did great. I was so proud of them. So, all right, guys, I think we've set a very big goal now for being able to, increase the output, so that Izuku can really start tapping into these other abilities. I cannot wait to know more. Even though after so many seasons we've gotten such a huge reveal about One for All, and even Izuku himself said, like, feels like something that I'd known and trusted suddenly showed its fangs, even though it does feel like we've entered into a whole new world of it, I still feel like there is so much more that we do not know, and I cannot wait to find out. So I'm guessing now that the battle arc has come to an end. Who knows what our next arc will be about, but I'm sure it's going to involve the investigation, the deeper investigation of everything that's going on. So, all right, guys, I loved that episode. I mean, I really was like legitimately moved a few parts, just kind of like reviewing how hard Izuku has really truly worked to come to this point. So even though there's a lot of work left to do, like, I believe in him 100%. More than 100%, much more, above that. So, all right, guys, I loved it. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.